Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Ethereum once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you to each and every single one of you. Thank you for your level of support, liking the videos, sharing the videos, and all that. Thank you for your Patreonship as well. So right now, Ethereum I think is gearing up for a bit of a nice rally here, basically. Okay, so I'm looking at this previous cycle just here. Look at this particular correction. We came down, we formed almost a double top, rolled down a little bit, and then we started to break out. Do you see that? Look at this, almost a double top. A lot of people calling it a double top here. Rolled down, and now we're starting to break out, aren't we? So it was sort of mirroring it. And if you look at the time frame as well, come the end of October here into November, look, we start to break out and push towards that parabola, that sort of mania phase here of the bull run for Ethereum in the previous cycle. And right now you could look at this massive wave 3, your wave 4 correction, and then your final fifth wave. And right now we've had that massive wave 3, you've had your wave 4 correction, and right now you're basically taking out this high. You've not actually physically broke it yet at the moment, but you're closing higher than you ever have on a daily basis, okay? And on the weekly as well, you've had the highest closed ever. So you're looking extremely bullish here for Ethereum moving forward. So based off this previous cycle here, we've got a technical target that have got to the upside, but what I'm going to do is look at this particular event here and sort of measure it and see if we do sort of mirror it again, okay, then what potentially could be looking at. Okay, so for me right here, if we take a look at this Fibonacci, take a look at the fibs here, from that low just there to that high, you can see that when we went up, we actually ran into each level of resistance along the way. Like I said to you, the fibs are amazing. You can see that you came up, you bolted out, you fell back to the all-time high just there. It would have been the all-time high at the point, okay, and come back, you hold its support, start to coil up, and then you broke out, look, and you ran into the fibs, you ran into the 1618, come back, everyone thinks you're running to the bear there towards December, and then you get that parabolic, that mania, that blow off top, taking you to the 2, okay, to I think that was 1269 and a little bit overextended. So from there to there, we got a little bit overextended, and you can see roughly round about 14-15% we got overextended from a 2 just there, okay, in that mania phase of that wave 5, okay, you can see it, wave 5, you broke the high, fell back to support, hold it, coiled up in a horizontal, broke out, had a whopping correction, everyone thought that's the end, and then you got that parabolic mania blow off top, okay. So for example, I'm not saying it will happen again, but if it does, potentially we've come up in this monster wave 3, wave 4, right now we're putting in the wave 5, we're starting to break out. So if we drop the fibs on again here, just based off this cycle, where could we, the previous cycle there, sorry, where could we actually see Ethereum come up to? So the 1618 is going to be a level of resistance. That's $7,904 on the next impulse. Once you break this high, that would be a technical target for me. But this particular phase of the bull run, I am looking at that mania, that blow off top effectively, and it is mirroring it. You can't ignore the fact that this particular sort of event here, this wave 3, this wave 4 correction, this double top type looking pattern, you got all that here in the previous cycle, and it's all towards the end of October, September, you're breaking out. Look, October, you're starting to break out, move onwards and upwards. So you could look at a couple of months like that here for Ethereum again. I'm not saying history has to repeat, but you only have to look at the charts to see it is pretty much repeating. Monster wave 3, monster wave 3, wave 4 correction, wave 5 blow off top, wave 4 correction, wave 5 blow off top. We're gearing up for it, aren't we? Again, nothing I say is financial advice. So for me, these are the conservative forecasts for me at the moment. I do think you're looking at that minimal for Ethereum, okay, which is 7,904. Then obviously, because we got to the 2 in the previous cycle, potentially we could actually get to that this time. But there's a little bit of a theory this time round. There's a bit more interest, institutional interest, that's driving the price action here for Ethereum. So perhaps it's a little bit more than retail, and let's drop another fib in here. Let's drop the 2.272 and see where that actually brings us to on the 2.272 just there. So the 2.272 takes us to that 14k that I do see thrown around quite a lot for Ethereum, to be honest with you. So potentially that could be your blow off top sort of expectation there. But if we was to sort of go an extra 15% here for Ethereum, where would that actually take us to? So the absolute 15%, if we sort of mirror the previous one, you're looking around about 13k, aren't you? So it's doing everything it needs to, okay? And obviously we're waiting for this wave 5, because for me, you know, we have got confirmation that this is kind of breaking out. It's not fully broken out yet, so let's not get too excited, but the fact that Bitcoin's broken out is quite, you know, sort of confluence to the fact that that's broken its all-time high, that I do think Ethereum's putting in the legs to break its all-time high as well. So for me, you know, you've come up in this basically your 1, your 2 right there, and then your 3, then you've had your 4, and right now you're looking to put the 5 in. Okay, so for me, for example, look at the 1618, okay, as a minimal target. I do anticipate potentially getting to the 2 like we did in the previous bull run there, from the wave 4 to the all-time high. We broke that level of resistance and went on to the 2. So if we do get to the 2, what I need to do here is measure this wave, okay, because for me this is your wave 1. Your wave 1 was roughly 337%. So for me, the wave 5 is always the second largest wave. Okay, I don't very rarely see a wave 5, especially in the blow off top. I don't really ever see it lower than wave 1. So I do anticipate that this potentially needs to be more than 300 and some percent. So yeah, it is. You know, if you was to be lower than wave 1, you would actually go to the 1618. So this is extremely doable in my opinion. You could be looking at the 2. Absolute minimal in this bull run. So 11,350 is my absolute minimal target for Ethereum in this bull run. Okay, moving forward. So that's basically Ethereum. Quick little update for you, you know, based off Elliott Wave theory and some Fibonacci right there, you know, and we have had those particular targets laid down for quite a long time, to be honest with you, since we got that low out there and that basic, that all-time high there. You can see that pretty much the 1618 right there is lining up with our 1618 of this next impulsive target. So it's a bit of confluence. We are definitely sort of marching towards that, you know, and we do get a little bit overextended, a bit of a parabolic blow off top just there, you know, and this is why before I have laid down my 2 targets at 24k, because who knows, you know, this wave 5 can actually go on. You know, we're saying conservatively you're looking at 1618, the 2, which is sort of longer than wave 3, but if we do start to go a little bit parabolic here and a little bit mania, and there's a little bit more money sloshing around, okay, which there is a lot more money sloshing around at the moment than there was in the previous bull run to drive them prices. If we do go into a mania phase, then who knows, wave 5 could be really overextended here. Not necessarily overextended as wave 3, but you can see that would actually be plausible, because that's what is that, 1,372%, and that would still make it the second smallest wave after this extended wave that we've gone through of wave 3. You know, it's roughly a third, and you know, it can be a third. I have gone through that with you before. Usually in a blow off top and extended waves, you know, your 5th wave can be a third of the 3rd wave. Let's watch this space, okay? Anything can happen, but my minimal forecast moving forward is definitely well over $8,000, and I do think we'll push on towards a 2 absolute minimal in this bull market for Ethereum, $11,350, and hopefully, you know, perhaps this target up here is a little bit of hopium, isn't it? You know, but let's keep an eye on it anyway. But major levels of resistance above, okay? So that's Ethereum. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on Ethereum. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.